Okay, in defense of Magic the Gathering's hat sets. What are hat sets? Hat sets are the latest handful of sets where characters are just wearing different hats and they're just kind of shallowly themed, like fedora detective hat and like goggles pilot hat and like cowboys cowboy hat, right? Thunder Junction, aetherdrift, and Dustmorn gets thrown in there too because it's so like 80s themed. Again, feels very like a lot of shallow references as opposed to like Magic's like older, kind of deeper style of storytelling. But I think that as we approach this event horizon of Universes Beyond becoming more common, and as what I believe they will continue to encroach on how many sets of like magic we get, I think we're going to end up being nostalgic for the hat era. I think the hat era made a lot of sense. Just rolling out of a very intense moment in March of the Machine, we got to be a little bit more lighthearted, but it kind of didn't land. I think in the future, we're going to look back at this and be like, oh, well, that was actually not so bad. Magic is pretty young, actually. It's only from the 90s, and I know to some of you that's like the before times, but Magic hasn't been around for that long. It's starting to enter its era where it needs to be like more plastic in order to continue to appeal to people. And I don't think that's what the Universes Beyond does, but I think that's what the hat set does. For example, this is a Batman that people like. And this is another Batman that people like. And those Batmans are both valid, and nobody thinks that one of those Batmans takes away from the other Batman, right? So I think that in the future, we're gonna look back at the Hat era and be like, that was just a slightly different type of magic. You know, the way that we didn't used to have the Super Friends Planeswalkers back in the day, and then we got into that era, and now we're rolling out of that era. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what comes next. And Ether Drift was not that bad, and I'll go to the mat for it.